We did stuff last week.
Are you recording?
Yes, it's
We're
recording.
going to do some more stuff this week. It's going to go here, bring a light bar, skid plate, sharks with lasers on them.
I tried to get us lasers. I got
Wolves
voted
with
down.
knives taped to their hands. Thanks for watching my TED Talk.
I don't know what else to say about that. I think he covered it.
Team Cooper Autoworks presents Projekt Schmutzwagen!
So today we're going to be building a bumper for this guy. The other day I set up our tube bender. This is what we created. It is, I'd say, better than I thought it was going to be, but not quite that good.
It's not quite what we wanted. It's close, but we built it with our bins out of plane. It's smaller diameter tubing than we wanted to use. So we're going to go back and try it again. We spent some time just playing around with the tube bender, making some templates, and kind of dialing it in. So I think we've got it to a point where we know what we're doing, maybe. And we're going to try to actually build a bumper this time.
Yeah.
There. We have the start to our bumper. 3/4 there. So those are our points. We want our bin to be somewhere after that. We've got our main bumper bar made. Made a few minor mistakes, but it's salvageable. So the next step is actually going to be a little tricky because I'm not 100% certain how we're going to do this. And we kind of ended up in the elbows of the bins because of a mistake we made. There's two things we can do here. We can just go to town trying to weld this and booger it all up. We're going to do what we should do and try to notch out some of the tubing so it fits closer and fits tighter to these.
Hey y'all, watch this. That way if I fall off, it's good. Look at that! I have confidence.
The magic of welding.
I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need anybody to hold my beer.
We bent this piece of tubing. It's supposed to fit down here and protect the radiator. The issue with the tubing is you can't just weld a flat plane to a round piece of tubing, so we do what's called notching. We did it the really dirty way. We just used an angle grinder and just did it by hand. The idea is that you take the round tubing this, and it fits up nice and tight, so you have a much closer surface to weld on. I'd say today was a pretty good day. We got a lot accomplished. We got our main bumper bar bent, formed, welded on, and we got our lower radiator protector bar welded on here. We still need to figure out how to tie into the subframe down here. We didn't leave ourselves a whole lot of room with this bar. But we've got a few ideas on how to do that, because right now, anything hitting this, it's just gonna push it back into the radiators. Otherwise, I think it looks freaking awesome.
Today we're going to take the bumper off. We have a couple bolts that we can just take the whole thing off. And Calvin's going to do a little cleaning up on some welds he couldn't get to while it was all on the car. And then we're going to work on getting our light bar attached.
Here's our box. It's got wires in it. It's a RoadShock LED light bar wiring kit. This comes with wire, fuses, paper, and more wire. So we're gonna make it work. And not bad. I had to play with the flamethrower. So at this point, we've actually got our connections. That was easy. Should we like eyeball it and make some marks first so you have a reference?
I think we should do that. Or maybe you do some measurements. How far is it to this little bar?
Yeah, I don't want to do measurements. We're not doing measurements.
What?
We're not doing measurements.
Okay, we'll get your Sharpie out there.
I don't have it. But you got to stand in a way that I can still get in there well. Yeah, that's not good. I think that's good, man. I don't think that's going to move at all. Like, if you grab it, it's really
Yeah, I mean that's
it's
gonna
gonna
hold
be-
the light bar.
Yeah.
So I got to weld a little bit. We welded our brackets on, and we're getting ready to test fit, see if this light bar fits still.
With the light bar, still need to run the wires. I got a few ideas for that.
Okay.
But plug this part in. We hit our switch. Yeah, look at that. We got a light bar, and it's mounted on a bumper. Yeah, so we got the light bar mounted. We got the wire running here. I kind of routed it up through the headlight, through the radiator support thing going on there with the plastic. There's a little hole right up here, connected to the terminals, and I've got our bundle of wire zip tied together, just kind of tucked away down here in the corner. Next thing up, Ryan's going to be looking at finding a way through the firewall so we can run our switch. That's this section of wire, which is also very long. But we'll get that through the firewall and get our switch inside, and hopefully get this wrapped up today. Remember, kids, disconnect the battery, like I said earlier.
Disconnect the battery before you do dumb stuff.
I actually mentioned on the camera earlier to disconnect the battery before hooking that stuff up. And I did, and then I hooked it back together. And now we're playing with wires again. And we did not disconnect it.
Before you touch all the connectors to each other, disconnect the battery. So the best spot for our switch to come through the firewall is down here underneath the dash. So we're gonna do that now.
Slow and gentle. All right, stop there. Pull a little bit. You may have to wiggle. There we go.
There.
Keep going. Power.
So today we got a few things done. We only spent a few hours on it, but we got our bumper. We finished welding some of the spots we couldn't get to. We were able to pull that off. Much more solid. Yeah, it's very solid now. And we ended up welding up our brackets for our light bar mounting. We got that all hooked up, and then we got it wired up as well. Got it hooked to the battery, then wire the switch going through the firewall. So a few hiccups, but yeah, it's working. It's on. It's bright.
Am I even mic'd? I'm not mic'd anymore.
It's on your.
It is there. Okay, I am mic'd. It's right there. I just can't see it because I'm blind.